NHD means a lot to me because it gives me a chance to be creative while learning about something I love, and it allows me to teach others about something that I love.
To me, National History Day is a great opportunity, and it's a chance for students to really dive into their different interests and find different historical events or people that connect to those interests and make a project about them.
It's an opportunity to learn more about history and a subject that you don't know.
To gain an in-depth knowledge of a lesser-known topic and be able to easily share that knowledge with others.
Students, teachers, and parents across the United States get a chance to learn about the history of our country and also get to share what they've learned. Each topic is chosen because someone believes that the history is important for others to know.
Students from all over the country are able to come together and to share a common interest, history.
It's meet new people, see the projects, and learn history from different perspectives.
I really like participating in National History Day because it's a fun and challenging way to learn, much more so than just reading out of a textbook.
National History Day meant so much to me because I got a chance to learn about my past and my family's past.
Since we worked in a group this year, we got to work with each other and we got hands-on experience with different kinds of sources.
I learned how to actually put together a good documentary using the technologies that I had, and how to make a good video, and how to make a good script, and how to edit, and all of these important video making skills.
I really enjoyed the opportunity to build a website because I'm really interested in technology and building computers, and that website sparked my interest of technology, and it makes me want to build websites in the future even more.
National History Day means a lot to me because it's my first time participating in the contest, and it helped me learn what really trying my best is.
Competing in NHD and succeeding in NHD has really helped show me that my best work is good enough, that I need to have more confidence in myself. I need to believe that I can do it because I can. NHD has really helped show me that I am good enough.
NHD is the best. Thank you.
Welcome students, teachers, parents, judges, coordinators, staff, trustees, sponsors, colleagues, and friends to the 2022 National Contest. I'm Celie Niehaus, and the president of the National History Day Board of Trustees. It is my honor to kick off the 2022 welcome ceremony. We all are here this week to celebrate the study of history with this year's theme of debate and diplomacy in history. There has never been a more important time to know and learn from history to create a better future for humankind. We also are here to honor the research that you students have put together about the topics in history that you find most interesting. We love seeing your work and learning from you. I hope you enjoy all of the fun and enriching virtual activities and events that are in store for you this week. Congratulations to all of the students who are participating in the national contest this year. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I offer my thanks to the teachers who are guiding the students through the essential work of their study of history. I thank your parents and families as well. Everyone in your lives is appreciated for their role in helping you to achieve the honor of participating in the NHD National Contest. Have a great week.
Happy History Day, everybody. Welcome to the 2022 National History Day Welcome Ceremony for this year's virtual national contest. Well, told you it was live, and when it's live, things happen that are a little out of your control for a while, so I hope you enjoyed or could hear the banter as we were hanging out trying to fix that technical difficulty. But here we are, all fixed, and away we go. I am Dr. Kathy Gorn, and we are welcoming you from our global NHD headquarters here in College Park, Maryland. This is our third and hopefully our last virtual national contest. Congratulations to all the students who have completed National History Day projects for this year's theme, Debate and Diplomacy in History, Successes, Failures, Consequences. Thousands and thousands of students created National History Day projects this year from across the United States and around the world, with 2,709 students making it to the national contest. We have so many fun activities for you this week. NHD Explore virtual field trips, special speakers, affiliate button hunt, student dance, NHD trivia, project showcases, and workshops for teachers. You can find more information about these activities at nhd.org/NHD2022. You also can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Don't forget to tag me too. My Twitter handle is @KathyGorn, and my Instagram is @DrKathyGorn. So share what you're doing with us. Tell us about your projects and your NHD experiences. Send us your questions. Use the hashtag NHD2022 or hashtag MustSeeNHD. Give a shout out to your fellow students and favorite teachers with the hashtag NHD Shoutout. Your shout outs might be featured later in the welcome ceremony or in Saturday's award ceremony. So here at National History Day, we are on the ancestral lands of the Piscataway people. As you know from studying history, every community owes its existence and strength to the generations before them who contributed their hopes, their dreams, and their energy into making the history that led to this moment. Some were brought here against their will. Some emigrated from their homes in hope of a better life. And some have lived on this land for more generations than we can count. Truth and acknowledgement are critical in building mutual respect and connections across all barriers of heritage and difference. Remember, the more we study the past, the more we understand the present and can shape the future. And now, a word from our state and affiliate coordinators, the people who make History Day happen for all of you. Listen closely for some fun facts.
Hi there, friends. My name is Rachel Hartzell, and I'm the Alabama History Day coordinator here at Alabama Humanities Alliance. Fun diplomacy fact. Did you know that the first Black female Secretary of State hails from right here in Alabama? Her name? Condoleezza Rice.
Greetings from Alaska. The ancestry of Alaska Native people can be traced back hundreds of thousands of years to when the first travelers crossed the Bering Land Bridge from Asia to North America. Today, Alaska Native people make up about 15% of Alaska's total population, with 229 federally recognized tribes living across the state.
Hello from American Samoa. The entire territory of American Samoa consists of 117,500 square miles, which is about the size of Oregon or New Zealand. However, only 76.1 square miles, or 0.1% of the territory, is actually dry land.
My name is Jamie Adams, and I'm the National History Day in Arizona coordinator. And one debate in Arizona history that I wanted to talk about was the U.S.-Mexico border. This object behind me is a quilt from our collection for the most recent year documenting border deaths in the U.S.-Mexico border in the Tucson sector. The U.S.-Mexico border is one of those continuing debates in Arizona history with lots of intersections and lots of entry points for discovery.
Hey y'all, greetings to everyone participating in National History Day from the Natural State, Arkansas. We're in front of Little Rock Central High School, and it was here that 9 African-American teenagers enrolled in 1957, becoming the first Black students to attend a previously all-white high school in the Deep South, a major milestone in American history in the Black freedom struggle. So best wishes to all of you from Arkansas.
National History of California, home of the happiest place on earth, welcomes you to the national contest.
National History Day in Colorado.
Did you know that Colorado is the first state to give women the right to vote?
Hello from Connecticut History Day! We're here at Connecticut's Old State House in downtown Hartford. Originally built in 1796, this building served as a state capitol for 82 years.
Hello from DC National History Day, where the debate for DC statehood continues.
Hey there from Delaware. Why did the chicken cross I-95? To find their 1,999,999 friends on the other side, of course. Delaware has 2 million chickens spread out across all 3 counties of the second smallest state. That's more chicken than people in the state. As a result of Delaware ranking 3rd most bike-friendly, you might bike past a farm or have a gander at all those chickens.
Greetings from Tallahassee, the state capital of Florida. Debate and diplomacy led to the new territorial capital being established here in 1824.
Hey y'all, greetings from National History Day, Georgia. Fun fact, did you know that Georgia is the largest state east of the Mississippi River? Behind me here is the beautiful Cloudland Canyon and a 1,000-foot canyon home to 2 beautiful waterfalls. Georgia's home to a lot of beautiful landscapes like this, and we hope one day you'll come visit us.
Aloha from Hawaii History Day. Our state fish is the Hulu Nuku Nuku Apua'a. And to all of our Hawaii History Day students, Imua!
Greetings from Idaho. Despite being landlocked geographically speaking, you can still reach Idaho by sailing from the Pacific Ocean. You can do this by traveling through various river systems, namely the Snake River and the Columbia River.
Greetings from the land of Lincoln. Whether it's our historic architecture, or our reformers, or our neighborhoods, or our arts and culture, or even our foods, Illinois knows how to make history. You've all come a long way since you began your journey. Illinois History Day would like to wish our friends across the country a fabulous national contest.
Hello, greetings from Indiana, the Hoosier State, crossroads of America. A significant diplomatic event that took place in Indiana involved the state capital, Indianapolis. The original state capital was in Corydon, Indiana, but debate soon arose to whether it was the right location. In 1820, 10 delegates met to debate where the new state capital should be placed. After much consideration and compromising, the area where Indianapolis now stands was selected.
Greetings from NHD in Iowa. Iowa is home to the inventor of the Rice Krispie Treat, home economist and Iowa State graduate Mildred Day.
Hello from Kansas History Day. I'm standing in front of the Kansas State Capitol. Did you know that Kansans debated 4 different state constitutions before passing a free state constitution in 1859?
Hey y'all, my name's Tyler McDaniel. I am the National History Day in Kentucky State Coordinator. We're standing out here today in front of the old state capitol in Kentucky. This is our 3rd state capitol after our first 2 burnt down. We are also standing on the spot where former Governor William Goebel was shot. William Goebel is the only governor in the history of the United States to be assassinated while in office, and that followed the heels of a hotly contested and disputed election here in Kentucky. So a lot of debate around that, not a very diplomatic solution.
Annyeonghaseyo. Greetings from Nhd Korea, where we just celebrated a beautiful springtime with cherry blossoms across the country. Nhd Korea took place in February of this year, and it was a tremendous success, thanks in large part to the people you see before you, our NHD Student Council here at Seoul International School. On my left, I have Junsung, Sean, Daniel, Amy, Luna, Rosa, and my fellow co-coordinator, Mr. Nave. So, have a wonderful national contest. We wish you the very best.
Hey y'all, bienvenue or welcome from Louisiana History Day, the only state in the country to have parishes instead of counties. I'm standing in front of the P-51 Mustang, the red tail flown by the Tuskegee Airmen. It hangs in the U.S. Freedom Pavilion, the Boeing Center, at the National World War II Museum in New Orleans.
Wicked awesome hello from the Pine Tree State and National History Day in Maine. I'm currently in Skowhegan and at the library of Margaret Chase Smith. She was the first woman to be elected to both houses of Congress and ran for president in 1964. In this living room is where she actually wrote her famous Declaration of Conscience speech, and where she diplomatically questioned Joseph McCarthy's tactics during the Red Scare.
Hello, we're the Maryland History Day team.
We're joining you today from Baltimore in front of the Washington Monument in historic Mount Vernon.
Today we're going to share some awesome facts about some state animals with you guys. So our state bird is the Baltimore Oriole, and the state insect is the Baltimore checkered spot butterfly.
In 2001, Maryland made the calico cat the state cat to match the colors of the state insect and the state bird.
Happy History Day and greetings from Massachusetts, where on March 5th, 1770, a fight broke out on the streets of Boston between colonists and British soldiers. The question of who was to blame was debated at length. One side called it an unhappy disturbance, and the other gave it the name by which most of us know it today, a horrid massacre in Boston.
Greetings from Michigan, the Great Lakes State. We're here at the Capitol in Lansing, Michigan, a place where there's been a lot of debate and a little bit of diplomacy. My name's Amy Bradfield. I'm the Michigan History Day coordinator. Did you know that the architect, Elijah E. Myers, of this capital also designed the capitals in Texas and Colorado, but he did ours first?
Hi from the Minnesota Historical Society, your home of Minnesota History Day. You betcha!
Hey y'all, greetings from Mississippi. Did you know root beer was invented in Biloxi in 1898 by Edward Adolph Bark Sr.?
Hi from Missouri, the Show Me State.
Greetings from Nebraska. We're crazy about one thing for sure, Husker football. The stadium's always filled, but it's not for everyone. At least that's our latest tourist motto. From Nebraska nice to it's not for everyone, it's quite a switch. But we always love History Day.
Hello from the Ruby Mountains, the glittering lights of Las Vegas, and the snow-capped Sierras. Nevada is excited for National History Day.
Greetings from New Hampshire, home of National History Day in New Hampshire. 216 years ago, Daniel Webster came to Plymouth, New Hampshire, located where the Lakes region meet the White Mountains, and the Plymouth State University headquarters of National History Day in New Hampshire, to argue his first court case. That's the old courthouse behind me, where he lost his legal debate. Of course, he went on to achieve so much in U.S. political history.
Did you know that the Patterson Great Falls in New Jersey are the second largest falls east of the Mississippi by volume? New Mexico National History Day program says Buenos dias desde Nuevo Mexico. That is, hello from New Mexico, which is not new and is not Mexico. Probably the most significant debate in New Mexico history had to do with statehood itself. New Mexico became a territory in the mid-1840s after the Mexican-American War, but it wasn't until 1912 that it actually became a state.
New York State is full of rich and interesting history and historical sites. But since we're right here in Cooperstown, we thought we'd share an interesting bit of local history with you. Legend has it that Civil War General Abner Doubleday invented the game of baseball right here, actually right behind me, at Doubleday Field in 1839. While we know now that this story is more myth than fact, Cooperstown does have a rich history with the game.
Hi from Nhd China. Ping pong is China's national sport. In the last 3 Olympics, China has won every gold medal in ping pong, and the top 5 ping pong players in the entire world are all Chinese.
Hello, National History Day. This is Nhd South Asia. We are here at the beautiful Singapore Botanical Gardens, established in 1859. In 2015, it was made a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Happy History Day, everybody.
Welcome to National History Day in North Dakota. We're standing in front of the Sakakawea statue at the North Dakota Heritage Center and State Museum. Sakakawea is known for being a symbol of diplomacy when her and her baby participated in the Lewis and Clark expedition of 1804 to 1806. Her presence helped establish that the expedition was coming in peace.
North Carolina History Day with the wild Shackelford parties on North Carolina's barrier islands.
Welcome to Ohio, the heart of it all.
O-H-I-O. Did you know that in 1835, Ohio and Michigan fought a war over Toledo? Spoiler alert, we won.
Hello, from the state where the wind comes sweeping down the plains, Oklahoma. We're here at Rogers and Hammerstein's Oklahoma exhibit at the Oklahoma History Center, host of the Oklahoma National History Day.
Oregon History Day. Oregon's state motto is, she flies with her own wings.
In Oregon, there are 9 federally recognized tribes, which are sovereign nations. We are standing in front of their flags today at the Oregon Historical Society's Experience Oregon exhibit.
Oregon's male voters debated the right of women to vote and denied them that right 5 times before finally voting for women's suffrage on the 6th time in 1912. Those 6 votes were more debates over women's suffrage than took place in any other state.
Hi from Pennsylvania. Both the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution were written in Pennsylvania. Today, PA is the 5th most popular state in the U.S., produces more candy than any other state, and has the greatest of all official state dogs, the Great Dane.
We are here inside the John Brown House Museum and standing in front of a painting depicting the burning of the Gatsby. In 1772, Rhode Island colonists burned the British revenue schooner Gatsby to the waterline. And we like to say that this sparked similar acts of rebellion leading up to the American Revolution.
We're commemorating the 250th anniversary of this event in June, along with Rhode Island Historical Society's 200th birthday.
Have a great contest, everyone!
Hello from South Carolina History Day. South Carolina has been very active in debates in the past. South Carolina has been active in the civil rights movement. We have the Spartanburg Nine, a group of young men that went to a diner and staged a sit-in, as well as the Greenville Eight, which included Jesse Jackson, a native of Greenville, South Carolina.
Hello from National History Day in South Dakota and our sponsoring institution, the South Dakota Agricultural Heritage Museum. Did you know that there are more cows than people in the state of South Dakota? You better believe it.
Hi from Tennessee History Day. I'm currently standing outside of our office, which is located in the Military Branch Museum in the ground floor of the War Memorial Building in Nashville, Tennessee. This building was constructed in 1925, and actually the auditorium upstairs housed the Grand Ole Opry from 1939 until 1943.
Hello, I'm Lisa Berg with Texas History Day. This building you see behind me is Independence Hall. It's located at Washington on the Brazos, which is just north of Houston. It's where delegates met in 1836 to sign the Declaration of Independence from Mexico, and it led to Texas being its own country for 10 years.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to nationals!
Greetings from Utah, the world's largest manufacturer of rubber chickens.
Virginia History Day here, calling in from Richmond, Virginia, River City, the only city in the United States with Class 4 rapids through it.
Greetings from Vermont History Day. I'm standing in front of our Freedom and Unity exhibit here at the Vermont History Museum, an exhibit named after our state motto, freedom and unity, two ideals that we try to balance. And I'm standing next to a catamount, one of the most famous creatures in Vermont's history. And from both of us here, we hope you have a fantastic History Day.
Hello from Washington State. I'm here at the old Capitol building in Olympia, where debate and diplomacy helped Washington women gain the right to vote in 1910.
Oh, didn't see you there. Hello from National History Day in Wisconsin. While we're often called the Dairy State, did you know that we have another state nickname as well? The lead miners who lived and worked in the mines were said to resemble badgers, which earned us the state nickname of the Badger State.
Hey there, from Wyoming. Wyoming has the first female governor in the United States, Nellie Taylor Ross. She became governor in 1925.
Thank you to our affiliate coordinators. Let's see, we've got some shout outs here coming in, so I'll read you a few. We've got one from Ohio History Day. Shout out to our Ohio Qualifiers. We are so proud of you. Go Ohio. I think that Ted Prossi, our trustee from Ohio, must have slipped that one in there for us. Here's one from Beth. Shout out to Fraser Smith and Team Georgia. All right. And we've got one now from Penny. Shout out to Team Oklahoma and Sarah Dumas. Good luck, everyone. Let's see, we've got a few more here. Group shout out to Caitlin, Joelle, and Camden. We worked so hard on this project. No doubt you did, like everyone else who's competing this year. Okay, this is from Brian. Congratulations, Brian, and all the new Florida NHD alumni. Hey, we're going to be talking about our alumni in a little bit, so stay tuned for that because we've got a big announcement there. All right, let's see. Emily, so proud of Michaela from Nebraska. Good luck. And let's see, we've got we'll go for three more here. Christina, Christian, and Stephen, congrats on making school and district history day as our first student at the national contest. Hey, congratulations, that's fantastic. And from Indiana Historical Society, good luck to our national qualifiers. Go Hoosiers. And here's one, North Carolina History Day. We are so proud of our students. Here's to the land of the longleaf pines. Okay, and I've just been slipped one more. Al Wheat, coordinator in Mississippi, says congrats to all the Mississippi students. We're rooting for you. Excellent, fantastic. Thank you, keep them coming. Okay, have you found any buttons yet? Our virtual button hunt has already kicked off, so be on the lookout for affiliate buttons shared across NHD's social media channels, our website, app, and maybe you'll see a few in one or two of this week's virtual events. Okay, so this week is all about you, the students. We asked you to share a little bit about your projects. You heard a little from some of you earlier before we started, and now we're going to hear a little bit more. So we want to know about the enduring importance of studying history and finding those connections to today. Here's what you told us.
I love learning about history and social studies because I want to learn about why our society is the way it is today and what shaped it.
Learning history helps us shape our future and be accountable for what we have done.
It's important to recognize the mistakes from history so as to not repeat them again. However, it is also very valuable to look at the positive aspects that have come out of history.
The study of history gives us the tools necessary to provide us with hope for a better tomorrow.
What I love about learning about history and social studies is that we get to look at a lot of different groups of people, and we get to really examine their cultures in close detail.
History kind of feels like a puzzle sometimes. You gather all these pieces of events, people, places, and together they slowly come together to paint an image of the world we see today.
I think another great reason to study history is because you get to learn about and bring attention and bring light to what may have been a previously relatively unknown issue.
Learning about history, especially inequalities in history, is important to understanding why systems are the way they are and to understanding current political landscapes.
Everything that exists today has a story, a chain of events that brought it here. Knowing what happened in the past, the effort given, the time taken, the sacrifices made, gives what exists in the present more value.
History is an important way to learn about our world, how people shape it, and how to make it better ourselves.
It shouldn't just be disregarded. History should be taught. It should be talked about and explained so that we can remember the past, embrace the present, and foresee the future.
We just heard from some of you. Now we're going to hear from an NHD alum. Hunter Scott participated in NHD in Florida in 1997. He is currently a lieutenant commander in the United States Navy and a pilot of Seahawk helicopters. Before joining the Navy, he attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, majoring in economics. My teleprompter is going a little slowly. That's okay, here we go. Hunter holds a Master of Science degree in Cybersecurity and Government Information Leadership from the National Defense University College of Information and Cyberspace. And in just this past May, he graduated from Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government with a Master of Public Administration. Hunter's NHD claim to fame is how he used his NHD research to exonerate the unjustly court-martialed World War II captain of the USS Indianapolis. I'll let him tell you his story.
Hello, students. Congratulations on making it to the National History Day Finals. You have so much to be proud of for making it here. You should be proud of all the work that you've done. Nearly 500,000 people compete in the NHD competition nationwide, and you made it to the finals. And you didn't do it without hard work, constant revision, confronting difficult feedback from friends, family, peers, judges, and I'm sure even people whose feedback that you would rather not have. You should be proud of the support system that helped you get here, because none of you did this alone, and that's an important lesson that I hope you take away from the NHD competition. Your parents, teachers, librarians, and so many others, they have helped you in ways you may not have even thought about. So before you leave, and regardless of the outcome here, please thank them for all that they have done for you. And you should be proud of all the lessons that you've learned and how much you've grown through this process.
You have honed your skills of marshaling research, conducting interviews, working with others, public speaking, and the list goes on. And if you compare yourself to the version of you before the NHD competition, you are now a more improved version. And this sets you apart from your peers. And if you make practicing the skills that you're developing through NHD a habit, you will continue on your successful trajectory for the rest of your life. I think that you will find that the NHD experience will continue to reward you regardless of how you perform here at Nationals for many years to come. I competed in the NHD competition as a 6th grader in 1996, and my NHD project actually changed history. But unlike you, I never made it to the national competition. In fact, I was disqualified from Florida's state competition. The historical theme when I competed was triumph and tragedy, and the summer before the school year began, I started looking for a topic. I was watching the movie Jaws with my dad, and I heard Captain Quint tell the story of the greatest sea disaster in U.S. naval history, where hundreds of men were eaten by sharks after their ship, the USS Indianapolis, which was a World War cruiser that delivered the atomic bomb that was later dropped on Hiroshima, was sunk by a Japanese submarine. The men were in the water for 4 days and 5 nights before being accidentally spotted and rescued because the Navy never sent a search party to find them. I asked my dad if the story were true, and he didn't know, but what he did for me, I'm forever thankful for. He took me to the library to find out and teach me how to do research. My librarian helped me get a few books on loan from other libraries. I then found a survivor, Maurice Bell, who lived 45 minutes from my house, so my parents helped me set up an interview. He gave me a list of all the other survivors. There were 156, and I eventually spoke to every single one of them. He also enlightened me to the fact that aside from this being the greatest sea disaster in Navy history, the Navy's treatment of the captain and crew might be one of the greatest all-time naval cover-ups. So the Navy blamed the captain for the sinking, but it wasn't his fault. Captain McVeigh of the Indianapolis was court-martialed and found guilty of a charge that he was not guilty of. The survivors knew this intuitively, but could not prove it. Through the course of my research, I uncovered information that could prove it. And I set a goal early on to use the NHD national competition in DC as a platform to raise awareness of the injustice and to get the Navy to reopen the court-martial and recognize the heroism of the Indianapolis crew. But I did not make it that far. I was disqualified from the state competition because I displayed 2 notebooks in front of my display board. At the recommendation of the history fair coordinator for my county, who told me that the judges would be impressed with the interviews, declassified documents, and primary sources from the notebook that the notebooks contained. She had given me an outdated copy of the rule book, and in this particular year, the rules had changed and floor displays were no longer authorized. I still remember crying to my dad after the competition because my plan to help the Indianapolis survivors and the captain had failed. But my dad reminded the 6th grade me that the true test of my character is what would make me quit. Through the NHD competition, I amassed what is now the greatest collection of information in the world on the USS Indianapolis. I uncovered declassified documents and testimony that proved the captain was innocent and never should have been court-martialed. And with the help of my congressman, we introduced legislation in the US Congress. And for 3 years, the survivors and I lobbied Congress for support for the legislation. In September 1999, I was 14 years old. A group of survivors and I testified before the U.S. Senate Armed Services Committee against the U.S. Navy. Congress then passed the legislation and President Clinton signed it in October 2000, exonerating the captain and awarding a high honor to the ship's final crew, who had never been properly recognized for their service. This was all possible because of the NHD competition. Not only did I not win, but I was disqualified. But being disqualified forced me to be resourceful to accomplish the goal that I had set, which is why I reached out to my congressman for help. The competition is more than about win or lose, it's about learning. And it's about applying what you learn here beyond the competition. And I think that's one of the great outcomes of the NHD. I'm currently a pilot in the Navy, and in a previous tour worked as an aide to 2 different general officers. I learned from them and their peers that they are all historians of their profession. They continue to study and have made learning a lifelong pursuit, and I hope you do the same, because I found that great leaders are often great historians of their profession. So congratulations for making it to the national competition. Good luck in the contest, and carry forward all that you learned from here. Thank you.
As you all know, participation in National History Day emphasizes the value of historical argumentation, quality research, and critical thinking skills that create a solid foundation for lifelong learning and active citizenship. NHD alumni go on to careers in academia, politics, military, sports, entertainment, and more, citing their NHD experience as a catalyst to their success. As we approach the 50th anniversary of National History Day in 2024, we are honoring our alumni who have achieved distinction in their respective fields or through the research they began as students. I am pleased to present our inaugural Distinguished Alumni Award to Hunter Scott. Congratulations, Hunter, on all of your achievements, and congratulations on the birth of your first child, Hugo, whom I believe should be eligible to participate in NHD in 2034. In 2024, National History Day will celebrate 50 years. We are looking for our alumni to share stories and experiences with us. If you are an alum or you know someone who is, from any level of participation, please contact us at National History Day. Go to nhd.org/National History Day or /alumni. Now my teleprompter is going more quickly. I told you it was live. And if you're an alum, please take the survey. Tell us what's going on and how your participation affected your lives. Pass it on to those that you know, those who are alums from National History Day, from the local, the school, the state, affiliate, national levels. We'd like to congratulate now and thank all of the teachers who have supported all of you as you worked on your National History Day projects this year. Now let's hear from some of them.
Hi, I'm Joe Russell. I teach American Studies at Plano East Senior High School in the great state of Texas, and I have been a teacher for 15 years.
And I've been teaching 28 years.
I have been an educator for 29 years.
I've been a teacher for 31 years this year.
I've been teaching for 25 years and part of the National History Day program for the past 3 years.
I've been teaching with National History Day for 7 years.
I've been teaching History Day for 8 years.
I've been using National History Day with my students for the last 15 years, and I really think it's of tremendous value. Students really get to understand that history is something that's created. They get their hands dirty with primary and secondary sources.
We get to explore topics of our own interest, and my students get to pick and choose what they want to do. They have the freedom to engage in their own interests and learning, and they dive right in.
For me, it's all about a uniqueness and ability to uncover underexplored or undeveloped parts of American history.
They actually get to create projects they're intensely proud of, and they realize that we're surrounded by history each and every day.
It's also watching students be able to make incredible bridges or links between the past, the present, and make predictions about the future.
I can say with all honesty that I've become a much more purposeful teacher of history and historiography as a result of National History Day.
I love to teach history because every morning I get to walk into the classroom and give kids the opportunity to unlock the treasures of the past and make connections to the realities of today.
I think I used to do a lot more with just lecture and textbooks, and now I really look for people's voices and the engagements and interactions and pull those records in from history to inspire my students and to have them learn from the past, and hopefully they'll be able to make an impact on the future.
Although it was challenging to teach virtually during the pandemic, I am grateful for the opportunity that it gave me to connect with my students, other educators, and experts online using Zoom and Google Meet. One expert that we brought into the classroom was Mary Beth Tinker from the Tinker versus Des Moines case. So we did a Google Meet with her, and she was able to go through their responses. And it was a great way to connect with her and her story.
And to watch students actually, especially after COVID, being so isolated, being so online, and not having that socialization, to have students actually meet family members or to meet politicians and connect with them and ask them questions, to do follow-up questions, and to listen, that's something that National History Day has also supported with my students.
There is nothing as satisfying to me in this world as watching students connect with the past.
It absolutely connects everything together, from ancient times to the present and modern times, and will link us to the future. Everyone makes a difference.
For students to be able to make connections about what is the hope and the progress that we have as an American society, but also understand that there were many fears, and fears exist today and fears will exist in the future. And it's grappling and understanding how we acknowledge the fear, but we listen and have that hope out there that really helps me see the potential for this future generation to make positive, substantive change.
Got a question. Do you like Dr. Gorn? Well, not quite Dr. Gorn socks, but the socks that are behind Dr. Gorn. Well, guess what? The staff will be wearing them tomorrow for the annual student dance, and we hope you will be joining us. But wait, where are my manners? I'm so rude. I am DJ Lady E, and I will be spinning songs from the last 100 years, offering a history of popular music. So you and your parents, listen parents, you have to be there because we got something for you. You all have to join us, and remember, rock those socks because we will be right.
Yes, we will. And yeah, no, those are not my feet back there. Okay, thank you. I am going to read a few shout outs right now to make up for that. Here we go. From Dagny, congrats to all my fellow students from New Mexico. All right. Mrs. Hammer, shout out to Caroline from William Monroe High School. Happy History Day. Excellent. All right, hashtag NHD shout out to the Nix brothers from Chaffee, Missouri. Proud of you, Andrew and Eli. Okay, this one's from Emily Ty to Mrs. McKenzie for supporting my paper as an independent student. Way to go, Emily. Molly, shout out to Mrs. Rose in Northeast Maryland. Thank you for your dedication to your students. Excellent. This is from LaShonda. Good luck to all. Absolutely. Everybody gets that big shout out. Okay, from Molly, shout out to Mrs. Roos in Northeast Maryland. Thank you for your dedication. I think I just did that. I just had a little bit of deja vu there, didn't I? Well, you know, history does repeat itself now and then. Okay, this is from Lisa to Ms. Kearney from Maine, who's retiring after many years as an NHD teacher. We noted that a little bit earlier during some of our little difficulties. I want to say again, Ms. Kearney, you can never leave History Day. Now that you're retired, you can judge, you can volunteer to sell t-shirts at your contest, you can volunteer to help kids with their projects, so never ever leave us. Thank you. Let's say, I see here, Susanna. Let's go, Macy. Let's go, Macy from Livingston High School. Make history every day. Yes, these are written, as you can see, not always legibly. Okay, this is from Ms. Williams. Good luck, Brianna, Parker, Matthew, and Derek from Tri-County North High School. Go, Ohio. Fantastic. Okay, let's see here. Jay, shout out to Parker Middle School's Augustine, Sam, and Owen for getting to nationals in our first year doing NHD. Excellent. Let's make that a tradition. NHD in Maine. So proud of our qualifiers from the Pine Tree State. Excellent. Got a few more here. Okay, from Terry. So proud of our Kansas students. You rock. Absolutely. All you students rock. From Christy in Indiana. Good luck to Avery and the Sycamore students from Indianapolis. Excellent. Few more here. The Massachusetts teachers of Dan, Zach, Tayson, Juliana, Brenton, Lucy, Brianna, and Alex. Proud of you. Martha and Mike say good luck to Michaela from Silver City, New Mexico. And Deanna says, shout out to the students from Westerville, Ohio. We are so proud of you. And here's one from Texas. Daisy says, shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Suchek for helping me discover my passion for history. And from Teresa, let's go, junior and senior research historians from Jericho Schools, New York. All right, fantastic. And now, To keep up with all of the events, visit us on nhd.org. We have wonderful events to showcases and trivia, and you can find all of that on our website at nhd.org. Download the NHD app. You can do that too and find it all there. And remember to give the shout outs on social media. Keep them coming. Take a few seconds and share. So, now, did you know that this year we have showcases for each category? Documentaries, papers, exhibits, websites, performances. They're at museums and cultural institutions in Washington, D.C. Well, not exactly at them, but online. So again, head over to nhd.org/virtual programs, and you'll find them there. We have an extra special showcase this year. In Hawaii, students and teachers are working to revitalize the once outlawed Indigenous Hawaiian language by researching and creating NHD projects in Olelo, Hawaii. And this year, as part of our larger Inclusive History Initiative, we have a showcase of student projects in Olelo Hawaiian language. We are very excited. Please make sure you take a quick look at all of our showcases. And now I'd like to introduce our special guest, Leola Causaleistort, a filmmaker with Flow State Films. She recently helped us with an NEH Ask an Expert program. Some of you may have seen her. She took a deep dive into the exploration of diplomatic history to create her documentary. I'm pleased to welcome Leola Causaleistort.
Hello students, my name is Leola Causaleistort and I am the director of the American Diplomat, which aired on PBS's American Experience in February. First, I'd like to congratulate you all on completing your projects. As a filmmaker, I often feel that finishing the film is a huge accomplishment given the work, time, and effort that goes into it. Just so you know, it took my partners and I at Flow State Films almost 7 years to finish our film. It was partnerships with the National Endowment for the Humanities and American Experience, as well as support from organizations like Black Public Media and Firelight Media that all helped get us to this point. But the time and effort that went into making the film was worth it to me personally because of the story we were telling. The American Diplomat explores the lives and careers of 3 Black diplomats, Edward R. Dudley, Terrence Todman, and Carl Rowan, who represented the United States overseas at the height of the Civil Rights Movement and the early Cold War period. As the spouse of a diplomat, my husband and I have been a Black Foreign Service family for over 20 years. So in making the film, I was inspired by my family's experience in the Foreign Service, as well as by the work of historians like Dr. Michael Krinn, all of which led me to dive into the history of Black diplomats and their contributions to American diplomacy. In making the film, there was a lot of trial and error, a lot of research and discussion, a lot of review and revision, all of which culminated in a film I am very proud to have created. I say all of this so that you can take a moment to reflect on what you have accomplished in making your own projects. I want you to know that whatever happens at the competition, you have accomplished something remarkable. You've creatively and thoughtfully engaged in a historical examination of a moment in time, a person, a place, or an event. You've thought deeply about something that is important to you or has captured your imagination. You've answered a burning question. You've researched thoroughly and extensively, and you've given all who engage with your work food for thought. You've created something, and that is an achievement to be proud of. I'm also a believer that our understanding of where we've been as a country informs who we are today and how we can move forward. By exploring history, engaging with it in meaningful ways, and examining it from a variety of sources and perspectives, we enrich our understanding of ourselves, our communities, our country, and our world. Congratulations on being a part of that important process. Now, obviously, this year's theme is close to my heart. and I'm honored not only to share my work with you, but to also learn more about your projects. I'm excited to see all the wonderful work you've created around the theme of debate and diplomacy in history. I look forward to engaging with your projects in June. Good luck and congratulations to all.
Thank you, Leola, for your encouraging words and for bringing history to life. Now I want to thank everyone for making History Day happen this year. Most importantly, the NHD National Office staff. Their dedication to making the contest the best that it can be for students everywhere is surpassed only by their hard work. Now, let's hear from them.
I love National History Day because I like that it allows students to explore what they're passionate about. I think everything needs to start with that passion.
I love that it gives students so much flexibility and allows for them to be so creative in terms of choosing a topic that they can get really passionate about.
I love seeing how creative students are with their topic each year, and I love the opportunity to get to talk to students about their research and why they chose their topic. I love to see how excited they are, and it makes me really excited for them too.
We make history every year and throughout the year, touching the lives of so many young people in a very positive way. Their dedication to the projects, the hard work that they do.
I think the reason why I love NHD so much is because it helps students find their voice. They find their voice as readers and writers and researchers and as presenters.
It empowers them to become not only experts in their topics, but to become more confident in the way that they present what they've learned and interact with us and with judges.
They're critical thinkers, they're engaged, they're enthused, they're excited, they're leaving legacies, they're learning how to interact with their community.
You're really exploring that passion and opening it up. And I think as much as you learn about your topic, you're also learning about yourself in that process. And what you're passionate about is really important. And that's going to shape your future and the changes that you make and how you shape the world moving forward.
I hear a lot from NHD alumni. I'm an alum myself. And being able to see how they trace their success in whatever field they end up in, not necessarily traditional historian, academic, but the range of professions that you could choose after you graduate, and being able to see that they trace their success back to their participation in the program.
I had a professor that once said that as much as we're studying the past, we're also making a comment on the present.
With so many things going on today, it's important to know where you've been so we can see how they overcame and kind of sets the tone to where we're going.
Learning that hard times have existed for as long as history has been recorded, and seeing how people reacted, what changes they made, whether they were right or wrong, and how we can do better is such a vital skill for us to have.
I think the more we study history, the more we understand our world, and the more we become good actors in the world, where we realize that the decisions that we make today have impacts for generations to come.
History is there to teach us and to show us the way. We just have to learn.
And here they are, the National History Day staff. And I am sure that what I hear out there, I can just barely hear it, but I know you're applauding and shouting and excited and thanking these incredible people for all that they've done this year to help you have a fantastic History Day contest. So now, let me do a few other shout outs here. Anyone want to help me? Excellent, yes. Here you go, Ms. Brandis. Read a few.
Shout out to the students from Pulaski Academy. Is that Arkansas?
Yes. That's Arkansas.
Shout out to the students of East Williston School District in New York. And shout out to Loop City students Eva, Olivia, Alea, Nicole, Allison, Cole, Austin, Elijah, Thaddeus, Brogan, and Corbin.
Excellent.
Nice.
All right. Senora.
Thomas Piper Alba de la Tyler. Shout out from Mrs. Sleepy in
Juneau, Alaska.
So proud.
All right. Who's got one?
I have one. This is from Jim, who's an alum from Pennsylvania. He says, I'll never forget parading around the arena carrying my Pennsylvania sign.
I barely remember parading around. Next year, people, next year. All right, who's got one? Lindsay.
All right, from Mr. Stewart. Shout out to North Lakes Academy Charter School students Eli, Gabe, and Caden for making our school proud.
All right, got
And
another one.
From Elizabeth. So proud of all your hard work. Victoria, Annie, Trijay, Lydia, Isabel from Belton, Texas.
All right, who's next?
I guess me.
Ashley, come on.
All right, Mrs. Turner says, hooray for Cal, Paige, Cadence, Caleb, Alexa, Chris, Connor, Lily from Nashua Plainfield Junior Senior High School in Iowa.
All right,
And
excellent.
Carrie Ann says, thank you to Tina Bernard and Andy Riccio for guiding 2 students to nationals in Connecticut.
Excellent. Who's got one?
I got a couple here. From Tennessee, Miss Griffin and Cosby High School are proud of Olivia and Caden, so congratulations. From Pennsylvania, we're so proud of Carter. What an awesome filmmaker you will be. And from Sudha, good luck to the junior and senior qualifiers in New Jersey. Strong work.
Wait, it doesn't stop there. Good luck, Team Texas. Danny and Lisa are proud to be your coordinators. Mara says, good luck to the qualifiers from Mobile, Alabama.
All right.
And then Kathleen says, thank you to all of our Nevada teachers and students.
All right, I've got one more from Laura. Shout out to the kids from Pathways Academic Homeschool Co-op.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for all that assistance. Before we close, I want to thank the people behind the cameras. I want to offer a very hearty thank you to Mike Skian and his team from Skian Communications, who for the 3rd year in a row built a television set and control room right here in NHD headquarters, making it possible for us to webcast to you live today. And don't forget, for the awards ceremony this Saturday. So huge thank you to Mike and Andrew for volunteering to make history happen. Also want to say thank you to Chris Preparato. He is our videographer for the 3rd year in a row, who created the fantastic graphics and the slides and the videos that you've seen during this program and will see during the awards ceremony coming up. Again, that's Saturday, June 18th. In the meantime, don't forget to check out our website, download the app, check out our social media, send us your thoughts and shout outs. And congratulations again to the students. Thank you to the teachers and family members of National History Day, and have a fantastic week. Happy History Day, everybody.